I have tics, but I don't have Tourette's. Let's talk about that a little. Some people just have tics, and they're not always super serious or severe. I personally have talked to my therapists about it, and they think that it's likely just happening alongside or maybe triggered by my OCD. I'm going to insert some general information that you can pause and read if you're curious. There is also a thing called Tourettic OCD that is an overlap between Tourette's-like tics and OCD. And I am not diagnosed with Tourette's. I'm not diagnosed with a tic disorder, even though I do have tics, because I have been able to manage it well enough with my therapist's help and the understanding of my professors and classmates and people around me that I haven't needed to seek a diagnosis and additional treatment. But there is this overlap between tics and OCD sometimes. But the reason that I wanted to talk about this is to raise awareness, like a lot of the things that I come on here and talk about, and because there is such a big misconception that everyone who has tics has Tourette's. I've even been accused of faking Tourette's for having tics, and I said very clearly, I don't have Tourette's, I'm not claiming to have Tourette's, I just have some tics. So I wanted to raise a little awareness and clear up some of the misconceptions around tics. This is also something that I have had to get used to talking about, especially school. I have had to tell my classmates and my professors, like, sorry, I didn't mean to make that sound, or sorry, I didn't mean to jerk my head the other way while you were talking and like look away from you. I just have tics and my neck moved that way. So for me, I'm lucky the tics aren't constant, but they do happen sometimes. It's usually a neck jerk, blinking or winking on one side. I have sometimes my wrists or hands move different ways. I have one that sounds like a sneeze. A lot of times people say bless you because they think I've sneezed, but it's actually just a tic, which can get a bit annoying or disruptive when it's repeated. And some other things, but those are the main ones. I also sometimes when I start having tics, my words get stuck and like I stutter and can't get my words out, which also happens to me when I'm anxious. So maybe that's just me being anxious trying to talk while having tics. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I also have to ask you something that I've been meaning to ask you. Hup, hup. I also have noticed that the tics get worse if someone points them out and notices them. I had someone the other day think that I had sneezed and said, you have a really weird sounding sneeze. And then I couldn't stop having that tic. They also get much worse if I'm tired. If I haven't gotten sleep, then I'm way more likely to have tics the next day. And it happens if I'm anxious sometimes, usually if I'm embarrassed, which can be so difficult, especially if I'm in a social situation or out with friends or on a date or something, and I start to feel embarrassed or anxious and then start having noticeable tics. And then I'm feeling more anxious or embarrassed because I'm calling attention to myself in an odd way, trying to explain to this person that, oh, sorry, I have tics. And then they're watching me not sure what to do, and oh, it's awful. Anyway, I have tics. I don't have Tourette's. I'm not faking Tourette's. I just have tics sometimes. Let me know if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, or any good resources where I can learn more about tics and share them with the rest of you guys.